Hey Pisces, Starseeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in, and let's begin. Let's see what the messages are. Anyone that's new, feel free to subscribe to get your energies in with our little group. We've got a really sweet group of Pisces here. So, all right, let's begin. I think I'll go with this deck today. Alright, so last night I was up for like 3 hours last night, between 2 and like 5 a.m. Feeling pretty restless. I had an interaction with someone that I was hoping to do some work with next year, and this person I'd never met before, and my goodness, she was so rude and so abrasive, and you know, all those things that are just the opposite of our energy, Pisces. And I was just like, I do not ever want to work with someone like that again. Like, I don't care, you know, if the money's good or if the opportunity is good. If it's going to give me a stomachache and anxiety and make it to where I can't sleep that night, it's not worth it. So if there's any situation where, you know, you go into it and you just don't feel right about it, it just doesn't feel good, save yourself the grief. Don't engage it. You know, there will be other ways to reach your goal. Okay, here we go. We've got the Devil and the Tower at the split. So, you know, don't let that energy into your life. Saying, oh, well, I really need the money, or I can handle it. You know what? I feel like, Pisces, with the year that we've been through, it's one of those things where we can see like people's true nature, and it's like not taking that crap anymore and bowing out gracefully. You know, you don't have to go toe to toe with them, but you can just say, oh, you know, I thought about it, no thank you. Like things like that. And just keep being graceful. Keep being you, Pisces. And yes, the good things, the blessings will come quickly with the Sun and the Knight of Wands. You just have to know when to turn away from something. It's like your own boundary, right? Okay, a lot of these came out in the shuffle. So at the bottom of the deck is Temperance. Okay, that's being guided, divinely guided. That is, you know, having balanced emotions, a balanced reality. You know, not allowing yourself to be, you know, thrown off kilter. It's very much that moderate energy. Okay, that equal path, you know, like that easy middle ground path. And that's followed by the Page of Cups. And what I was just thinking when I said easy path, okay, it's never easy, obviously. But you know what? When you're solid in your core, it's really hard to shake you and move you from one way to the other. So it's like, keep that truth within yourself. Like, okay, I'm not going to be able to be pulled in either direction. I know who I am. I know what I want. I know what I'll allow. I'll know what I'll tolerate and what I won't. It's like really embodying who you are and not letting anyone sway you either way. So it's, it's going back to the past. It's thinking of ways where, you may not have been completely balanced. And because of that, with hindsight, being able to look back, you can see, okay, yeah, there was a situation where I did this or that, and, it wasn't completely balanced, but that's okay. I've learned from it. I know what I want now. I know what my purpose is. I feel like a word that's been coming to me a lot is purpose. It's finding your purpose, finding something that, no matter how hard it is, it gives you that joy and satisfaction to continue persevering. And with the King of Wands, that's exactly what that energy is. Perseverance. Like, you know what? I know when to fight the fight. I know when to keep going. I know when to not give up. I know how to take action in a, very, what's that word? Like, it's like, like you're a visionary, you're an entrepreneur, like you can see it and you know how to take action and go in that direction. And it's like when you do that, when you make these thoughtful choices, these thoughtful decisions, good things come with the Six of Wands. This is another card of being balanced, of getting the recognition that you deserve for all of your hard work, all of the time spent that you've put into your craft, being that master builder in your own life. And when you get to that point where you are the master builder, you are the proficient in your career, you're allowed to have options at that point. You can make decisions and say, you know what? I've been through the ropes. I know what's what. I don't need to shovel crap anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I've put in the work. I've paid my dues. I know what life's about. And it'll create that happiness and stability to make those choices that are best for you and your family, that you can celebrate the wins. It's a complete transformation. And becoming this, abundant person, transforming anything that may have been sorrowful or hard or things you've had to let go. It really gives you the space to choose, okay, whatever is in my life is because I want it there. Because I've been through all these difficult things, now I really know who I am and what I want. And things and people that are in my life are because I've chosen them to be there. And I've made space for them. So it's making that choice. Which way do you want to go? being thoughtful about it, manifesting, having the strength to believe in your manifestations and not taking anything that's, subpar. Okay? So, really, yeah. Okay, splitting that little deck, we've got the Emperor. So that's the balanced counterpart to the Empress. The Emperor is authoritative. The Empress is abundant. That's both sides of us that we want to cultivate, right, in our life. To be a sovereign being. When you have sovereignty, you have, authority. You have the say. Okay, so that's all this underlying energy. Like, that's the tone of, okay, Pisces, remember this. This is your foundation. Like, this is who you are. Don't forget that, no matter what's going on in your outside world right now. Because it looks like, with the two cards that came out initially, there's a lot of, conflict or competition around you. You feel like you're being judged, right? For every little thing that you do. It's like you're fighting. Yeah, you're fighting for everything, tooth and nail. And you're like, wow, this doesn't make sense, So it's like, that's how it is in like your outside world. You're like, why is this so hard? It's like, I know what I'm doing. So what's underneath that is the devil, right? That's that fear energy. That's that frenzy. That's those, internal thoughts that are trying to like move you off your course, cause doubt and frustration. That's what this 5 of Wands is. That's frustration. Okay, so that, like the devil is right behind there saying, okay, how bad do you know who you are? How, like I'm, yeah, it's like those little doubts in our head that make us feel like we're not good enough. That we don't deserve this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so shut those out. With the 9 of Pentacles, it's like, remember who you are. You can handle anything that is thrown your way because you've already been there and done that. Okay, so if you feel like you have to like go it alone for a bit and like leave some situations behind, get some quiet time, do it. It's okay. You can choose to walk away from this feeling. Right, oh wait, I think it'd be more like this. Like you're walking away from this conflict. And you are going towards what it is that you want. What truly makes you happy. So even if on the outside it seems like you're saying no to good opportunities, or, you're not getting the compensation that you feel you deserve, just wait, because you are going towards what it is you want. Something that's emotionally fulfilling, emotionally stable. Like you're going to feel good about it. You're going to feel content about the decisions you're making for yourself. Okay? You're not allowing these fears to come in and, bring you into like this lack mentality. So it's like, use your intuition. Use that gut feeling that you get or that little voice in your head that's like, I don't know. Or yes, go for it. You know it's there. You always know. Let me find out what this Three of Swords is, okay? So I'm like, why is this here? Where's that deck? Actually. So the next card that would have come out after this Three of Swords is the Chariot. So it's telling you, Pisces, leave this disappointment, leave this sadness, leave this hurt, leave this fear all behind. Like, you've got to push through it. Like, this is, that victory, right? Here we go. Where did I see that? Oh, here we go. This is that victory. You're coming home from the battle. This is the battle. You're coming home from the battle. You're moving forward. You're being celebrated. So you have to let all this go by the wayside. So what I like to do, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but when I do personal readings, what I do when I'm showing these cards is I flip them upside down. Okay? Like, they don't have any weight unless you let them. You are in control of your own life. Anything that I say that's being, moved through me to convey, if you don't like it, you can say, no, I don't want that. And it's the same thing as flipping these cards over. It's cutting off that energy and saying, you know what? Let me just focus on what I want. And look at the cards that are here once I do that. We've got the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Exactly what it is that you want. You can't ask for anything more. Nine of Pentacles, independence, wealth, abundance, being self-sufficient. King of Cups, emotionally stable, grounded. Ten of Pentacles, wealth, legacy, happy family, security for the future. And the High Priestess, knowing exactly who you are, what you want, able to tap into that inner wisdom and help guide others in a way where they're watching you, they come to you. Okay? And there is a lot of powerful cards here. And then with the Chariot, moving forward on your journey, doing what it is that you want, having recognition for it, being able to transform any pain into this balance. This Emperor, this Empress. And know that it is all divinely guided, and your guides, your ancestors, they are watching and making sure, okay, this is how it needs to go. All right, so let's see. Let me close with one of the Shaman Oracle cards. I haven't read one of those in a few days, so let's see what the messages are. So always remember, Pisces, you have a choice, right? You are not a child. You are in control of your own life. No no matter what anyone says to you, you can choose to take their word for it, believe it about yourself, or you can say, no, you don't know me. You don't know who I am. You don't know what I've been through. How dare you? I know exactly who I am and exactly what I want. So any judgments that anyone is putting on you, you don't have to accept them. Okay, we've got wind, number 63, so that's a 9. And 9s are all about completions, conclusions. You know, we've got the 9 of Pentacles here and the 9 of Cups, okay? So these are about you. Look, there is nobody else in these cards. They're singular individuals. So it's all about what you want and what you create and what that looks like for you. All right, so let me read this one. Okay. Wind, number 63. The symbol of the wind represents the element of air. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change, with qualities both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of the 4 directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. South, carrying a new sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts of you that are no longer needed. West, calling you to more introspection, to a willingness to make final decisions, to let go of attachment and ego desires. North, moving to bring you wisdom and strength. East, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message, which the wind whispers or shouts, is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exaltation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. When the spirit of the wind comes calling, it's a sign of change. Perhaps you need to change your mind about something. Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic, and now that you've gained greater clarity, Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic, and now that you've gained greater clarity, you can make a new choice. Regardless of what the change is, you can expect to be understood and to have clear communication with others at this time. Ideas are solid, and the shift that is being called for is in the highest good of all. The medicine. When the wind comes as medicine, you're being invited to recognize the value of chaos. Windstorms provide necessary chaos to clear the air and spread seeds so plants and trees can take root in new fields. Right now, it may seem as if your world has been turned upside down, but this is a temporary storm that will blow over. Perhaps communication has broken down between you and another, or your many to-do lists are overwhelming you. The medicine is to simplify, slow down, course correct if you need to, and wait out the storm to clean things up. Just know that all storms have great value if you can remain neutral during their course. Greater clarity and good things will come from it all. Remember, this too shall pass. Okay, Pisces, so, that is very much in line with, these cards that came out, that chaos that you're feeling. Know that it is face down now. You're able now to focus on what it is that you want. And I really love how it said that the wind is taking seeds and planting them in new places. So yes, maybe this tried and true that you've been doing, it's time to mix it up a bit. All right, Pisces, so I feel like this was a really, really great reading. Know that the power is in your hands. Okay, look at this. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay. New moon in Taurus. And Taurus energy is about that slow and steady putting in the work, right? It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So all those dark things that need to just die and get out of your space, out of your energy, out of your life, let them go. Allow yourself to move forward. Because the more distance that you can put between yourself and whatever it is that's negative, whatever it is that's just trying to make you crazy, like, you'll feel better. And a lot of that has to do with time. So, be patient with yourself. Know that you're doing things step by step, and eventually you'll get there. You'll feel it first. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.